Welcome back to the Horse Racing Show. This week on the backside at Churchill Downs leading up to the Kentucky Derby. You know, when we started this show, 3 months ago, we said we're going to bring some fun back to horse racing, talk to some interesting people. When I think of fun and interesting, seriously, my friend Dallas Stewart.
Well, Kenny, glad to be here.
Glad to have you with us.
Thank you.
Out for a Spin will be your horse in the Kentucky Oaks. And somebody said, what's the Kentucky Oaks in the past? People are not familiar with the sport. I said it's a Kentucky Derby for fillies.
That's a good answer.
Is that a good answer?
That's a good answer.
And everybody still comes around, wants to talk to anybody that's got a horse that week. Oaks horse, Derby horse, all week long.
It's big. It's a big race, and we're glad to be in it. She's a nice filly. She won at Keeneland a couple weeks ago, so she'll be ready to go.
Long shot that you brought in that day?
Long shot, $100 for $2. How easy is that?
Let's see now, what trainer has won the Oaks with the longest shot in history?
That would be me.
That would be you.
Yeah.
And what trainers come close to winning the Derby twice with long shots have been runner-up?
I'm one of those.
That would be you.
Yeah, okay.
Anybody I told you once before, I said, I don't care if you ever bring a mule out here to run again, like Derby or Oaks, I'm betting it. I don't care if it's 200 to 1.
Well, you know, it's a horse race. That's what it comes down to.
What is the key, though? I mean, you do seem to have the knack for bringing horses along, and at just that right moment when people might have been overlooking them, like a lot of bettors have your horses in the past, that spring up there and put up a big number.
I mean, I don't know exactly what it is, but, you know, we just get in every morning and do our job, stay in the trenches, work hard, get them over there in good shape, train them up hard every day, you know, and then sometimes you win big races or you place in big races. So just work hard every day.
And maybe handicappers should start paying more attention. That's just my thought.
Maybe so.
This is something I just thought I'd throw out.
Yeah, it's a good thought.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
What's it like for those people that are watching us now on YouTube or they're listening to us on Google Play or iTunes, and they haven't been to the Derby, they've watched it on TV, and they're going to see all the spectacle of the 165 and the cheering and all that. But what's it like over here in the weeks, days leading up now to the big race on the backside for all you trainers?
Well, you know, it's starting to pick up. There's a lot of reporters like yourself starting to come in and get the groundwork of what's going on. And, you know, most people have seen these horses run through the winter into the early spring. And that's just a great time. You know, the great athletes that we have, these horses coming here to compete against each other. And it's a beautiful thing to be here at Churchill in the spring with a young 3-year-old that's ready to compete, whether it be a boy or girl.
Yeah, just have that shot, isn't it?
And actually, yeah, you know, this is a barn that I worked in with Wayne Lucas when we had Winning Colors. She was actually in that stall right there. I believe it's 23.
Right over there.
And right over here. This is my barn here.
Yeah.
But actually, in 1988, I was right here with Wayne Lucas. And this is where we got Winning Colors ready. She's one of 3 fillies in the history of racing to win the Kentucky Derby. She was a real special filly. So this is sacred ground, as you can say, for
wow.
me.
And there's a lot of sacred ground around here, isn't there?
Yes, there is. There really is.
Yeah.
I mean, you could ask people, you know, where was Secretariat? Where was Spendenbook? Where was Seattle Sluice? So they were somewhere on this backside.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty special place.
And I forgot about Wayne being over there.
Yeah, that was.
Because he's been so long at the other.
Right. We had about 10 horses only right here, though.
Right.
That was in '88.
Yeah. Before Wayne Lucas was just getting to be Wayne Lucas. Well, everybody knew who he was, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, he was...
before he just, like, really started taking over.
Right, he was strong in the quarter horses.
Yeah.
Had 23 world champions, so
Yeah.
he has a pretty good background.
Yeah, I met him when he had Codex. That was when I first met him in 1980. He just
That
come
was
off
a
the
wild
Preakness.
race, right? Yeah.
It was a wild race. What was it like with Lucas? What are the things that you learned from him, who's kind of the coach for a lot of people? We even had Baffert on, Bob Baffert, last week, and or a couple of weeks ago, and he was raving about Lucas, you know. I mean,
well, you know what? You show up here every day, and what? He's here, right?
Yeah, he's always here.
Well, there's something to that. He's here and he's working hard. He's working hard all day long, you know, working at his business. He loves what he does, you know, so that's part of it to me, that he's here every day and he works hard, he loves the game, and he wants to do great.
You ever have a sick day? You don't have a sick day, do you?
I don't get paid extra on sick days. No, there's no sick days, you know, not for horse trainers.
Well, that's what I said. You know, in this sport, one of the fascinating things about this, Dallas, is that in racing, trainers and jockeys, you don't play, you don't get paid. You got no guaranteed contracts.
Listen, I got a lot of mouths to feed over here. People, horses. I got a lot of responsibility. So I got to be here and I got to work hard and get some accomplishments.
What is the day like for you? When does your day start?
Well, we get up usually around 4, so whatever, 3:30, 4. The track opens at 5:15 now, a little bit earlier than normal. And, you know, my staff gets here very early also, and they get everything ready. So I usually roll in here about 5:15, 10 after 5, 5 o'clock, but they're ready to go. These people work hard. They're here working every day. They live here, they work here, they love it here. We have our own world back here.
It is different. It's a culture that people don't know until they kind of experience it.
Yeah, and everybody gets along. I mean, every ethnic, racial, different races of people. It's all about one thing: winning a horse race. It is not about anything else. We eat together, drink together, cry together, fight together, whatever. But we live together. It's a great thing.
Out for a spin, you'll be paying close attention, obviously, to the field that you're going to run against in the Kentucky Oaks. What does she have to do to win?
Well, you know what? She's coming off a really good race. She's doing great. She's actually, you know, just stepping her game up every day, I think, which she's going to need to, because it's going to be another bunch of really nice fillies. It'll be the toughest race that she's ever run in.
Yeah.
So, but it's a horse race. It's worth getting in there and fighting it out and see what you can do.
Do you have a chance to, all the trainers, when you don't have that year where you have a Derby horse, you take some little peek out there every now and then to see somebody in a workout or at least galloping a little bit?
Yeah, it's pretty good here because most of the people train at 7:30 for 15 minutes, so everybody gets to kind of see what everybody else looks like.
And you get
But you know, it's about what you look like. That's what counts to me.
And you get to hear all the gossip and all the rumors, don't you? I know, just covering it, somebody will come and say, "Hey, this horse doesn't look good. This horse looks good. This horse looks great. This horse is falling off."
It's never true.
It's hilarious. Right? I've yet to hear one. It's like the hot horse, like this horse can't miss. You know, if I could hit all the horses that can't miss, I'd be rich.
There you go. So come on out, come to the races. Let's have some fun.
Dallas, always a pleasure.
Thank you, Kenny. You're one of the best.
Hey, thank you. All the best.
All right.
Out for a spin.
Thank you.
Not this guy. He's out to win with Out for a Spin in the Kentucky Oaks. We'll be back with more here on the Horse Racing Show.